Good morning everybody, it's Thursday. Ryan isn't here, so he's obviously gone to school, but he did text me at about 8:15, that's about half an hour ago, to say I feel so bad with like a ill emoji. So I did say to him, if you feel so bad, you should probably come home. But I know he's got a busy day today, so I don't know if he'll even receive my text, and we'll probably just power through for the rest of the day and then feel rubbish this evening. So yeah, I'm just going to crack on right now and edit yesterday's vlog, and I'm going to catch up with you guys a little bit later. Say hi, Pooh Bear. Say hi. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Good morning everybody, sorry it's been a while. I should actually say good afternoon, it's 12:15 now. I got to editing yesterday's vlog and then just got distracted and didn't pick you back up again, so my bad. But it's a little bit manic in the kitchen at the moment. Ryan texted me this morning and said he's not feeling very good, so I don't know if that means he's going to be coming home, so I thought, well, best do a big clean. Did that, and then I'm meal prepping, so I've got a big bolognese to make. Got the turkey mince out of the freezer, or out of the fridge, sorry, it had been defrosting, and it was like all brown and a bit like grey, I guess, and I thought that doesn't look right, so I googled it, and apparently if you have brown or grey mince, it's kind of basically starting to go off, so maybe we left it too long to defrost and it was starting to go off, so I was like, oh, okay. So I went to the shop and they didn't have any mince, so I had to get chicken instead, so I'm kind of having like a chicken tomato-y pasta thing, which will be fine, but it's just not a bolognese. So that happened. Then, basically, I also made the decision to make some cookies, because we made cookies last week and they were really good, and I've always struggled with cookies. I think I'm a very good baker, but cookies have always been a struggle. They never seem to go right for me. They either end up being too doughy, like rock cakes, or really flat, like sheets. So last week's were really good, and I wanted to make some more because as we're on this new sort of calorie counting situation, a good sweet treat, just having a cookie, like a decent sort of Millie's size cookie, is a really good treat, and it's, you know, not too bad for you if you only have one. That's the hard bit. So I thought, well, I'll make some more cookies. Ryan will be really pleased if he gets home early, or if he gets home at normal time and he's not feeling great, he'll be chuffed about his cookies. But I try to do both things at the same time, and you guys have seen my kitchen before. It's not very big. Here's what it looks like. So we currently have the bolognese station over here, some chicken in the oven. We've got all the washing up over here. That was obviously from where I cleaned surfaces. And then this station over here is cookies, along with COVID tests, improve your sight singing, and a notepad, and a sock. So I've kind of had to spread myself around to manage to do it all, and I'm not sure why I decided to do it at the same time, but you know, wish me luck. This is my entire life. In many ways, she's my entire life, but here's me trying to bake, and there's her trying to be a part of it. I know, little one, you can smell it, can't you? Right, so the chicken has been cooked, the sauce has been cooked, the pasta is in the middle of being cooked. I've just kind of shredded up the chicken. I'm going to stick it in the sauce and obviously put that on top of the pasta. And the cookie dough is in the freezer at the moment, but it's going to be taken out and put in the fridge. It just needs to basically harden up and solidify slightly so I can scoop it out onto the trays. Ta-da! Put a little bit of sriracha sauce in it as well to make it like a spicy, as it's not a bolognese, it's more like a spicy tomato pasta. Just tried a bit and made me cough, so that's going to be fun. But just before I eat that, I'm going to transfer the cookie dough freezer. Oh, actually no, I'm going to leave it in the freezer. I was going to transfer it, but it feels like it could do a little bit longer. Right, first batch. They're going in. Let's see how they turn out. Not too shabby. Still a little bit flat. I'm still not sure how to do that. I think it's possibly that my oven you might be able to hear the difference. It's like ever so slightly loose, so it lets a lot of air out, and it might be the reason that they're very flat. But they look pretty good. 3 more are out the oven, and there's 5 still in. It's a bit of a weird number, 11. I think it was supposed to make 12, but I made them slightly too big. These ones are looking alright. They're slightly thicker. That bit got burnt. It was a previous bit of cookie and I put it back in the oven, so that wasn't great. But they're looking pretty good. I'm quite happy. So I'm having a bit of a mare at the moment. So as most of you will know, I'm doing online lessons for singing and piano lessons, like I have been doing for a while. And I don't really have a set timetable for them. It's just been, sorry, I don't know what Winnie's doing. It's just been whenever I've been free, whenever they've been free, we can do a lesson. Most people have chosen to do the same time each week because it makes it easier, but some people have been a little more flexible. And particularly with next week being the Easter holidays, I work for a particular company where they pay a chunk of 10 lessons in advance, and then I do 10 lessons, and then they've paid for them already. And I've got a few lessons left over, so I mean this is the last week of term technically, and I still have, you know, one lesson who's done 8 out of 10 lessons, and one lesson who's done 9 out of 10, one that's done 7.5 out of 10. So I've got a few lessons next week to make up in the first week of the Easter holidays, which is fine, I don't mind. It's just, now that it's the Easter holidays, people are starting to kind of like think differently about timetables, and I've found that the few people that I've got to make up next week are all wanting different times, and I'm basically trying to figure out how to create a decent enough timetable for me next week, where it's not like I've got one lesson at 9:30 in the morning, and then one at 4, and then one at 8:30 in the evening, because Ryan's off school, so that means that, you know, we get Easter holidays together. My mum's off school, we can then sit in the garden together because it will be allowed to do that by then. And I just, at the moment, my head is fried because I can't seem to fit these people in at an appropriate time for them and for me. At the end of the day, their timetables do take priority. Let's face it, I'm only trying to arrange it to be convenient for me so that I can do things with other people. But if I have to do one in the morning, one in the afternoon, one in the evening, then so be it. But I hope that doesn't happen. So yes, that's why I'm a little bit like, oh my head, because I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it. So yes, anyway, right, there we go. They were my cookies. I'm gonna go scrape them off a tray now and see how they look. They have, I didn't mention this actually, I've tried a new flavour. They are obviously classic white vanilla cookies, with dark chocolate chunks and Oreo pieces in them. So we need to see how that turns out. I was going to do with chocolate orange pieces in, like the Cadbury's chocolate orange buttons. But Ryan's not a huge fan of chocolate orange. He eats it, he would be happy to eat it, but he wouldn't go, oh, yes, chocolate orange cookie. He'd go, oh, okay, chocolate orange cookie. And my whole reason of doing it was to make him happy when he gets home tonight, because I'm sure he'll be very tired and feel a bit rubbish. He texted again and he said he's not going to come home early because he is fine, but Ryan's version of fine is not very fine. He said, I've just got a constant headache and I feel really hot. And I'm like, well then go home. You've just had a COVID jab, just go home. But he's like, no, I'm fine. Apparently he's not got a temperature, he just feels hot. So yeah, bless him, he's probably going to be knackered when he gets home tonight. So cookies for him, and he loves Oreo, so that's what I made them for. I forgot to tell you, all the fun and banter. Yesterday I decided to take my kind of progress pic. It's not a progress pic because no progress has been made, but the first picture, like the before picture. And oh wow, that was tragic. I took the picture and I went, oh, ugh. Because I'm not used to just taking pictures of myself and looking at them. Face, yes, body, no. So I was a bit like, oh, it's not grand. And then I saw a meme which made me laugh. It made me laugh a lot. It was something about, I always say that I'm going on a fitness journey, so I keep taking pictures of my body in the before shot, and then it never happens, so I've just got pictures of me looking fat in my camera roll. And I was like, oh, that's hilarious. So yeah, I'm doing it every 3 weeks, the progress pictures. No, every 4 weeks, sorry. Every 4 weeks I'm doing a progress picture. And I'm hoping that that will be good. I saw something the other day on one of the Facebook pages that I'm on. It's called Shredding for the Wedding or something like that. And it said it takes 4 weeks for you to see your body changing. It takes 8 weeks for your friends and family to see. It takes 12 weeks for the rest of the world. So I thought, okay, so maybe if I take my first picture, like progress picture, now, the before shot, then I'll take one in 4 weeks, 8 weeks and 12 weeks. That takes me kind of like to the middle of June sort of time. And hopefully then, in the middle of June, that's when, hopefully, the world is opening back up again. And I'll be a little bit more confident to wear the nice little summer outfits that I have. Because at the moment, I have cute summer outfits and don't want to wear them because I don't feel like I look particularly good in them. And full disclaimer, I know people out there that are saying, you know, you should be proud of your body, whatever happens. And I am in certain ways, you know, like I had my foot, my operation, and I got through that, and I've been very ill the last few weeks, and I got through that. I'm proud of my body for various things, but I'm not proud of my body the way it looks right now, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I'm not saying that people that have fat are unattractive, that's not the thing. It's just the way that I'm feeling about myself, and it's a direct comparison to what I used to look like, and I know I could look like that again. I want to feel like we can enjoy this summer, we can enjoy the wedding and the honeymoon next year. You know, Florida is hot, and I don't want to feel like, oh, you know, I need to cover up my body because I don't like it. You know, I want to be able to show it off, and water parks and stuff like that. I don't want to feel like I don't want pictures taken of me. Your own standard of beauty is different to each person, and I think it's very much a comparative thing. So I look at other people who say to me, oh, I'm really ugly, I'm really fat, whatever, and I look at them and go, no you're not, you look amazing. But I look at myself and I go, you don't look amazing. So it's kind of, it's a personal thing, it really is, and I'm excited to see a change. I did start to see a change last year, but then this lockdown happened and that all went out the window. So I was really, really positive about seeing this change. And for me, the area that I want to work on the most is kind of my stomach and hips. They're what have become tricky. It's doing up jeans has become tricky. Wearing skirts has become a bit tricky because it goes out at the hips now rather than kind of like floating like it used to. So yeah, it's one of those things where I think other people are beautiful, but at the moment I don't see it in myself. And yeah, it's time to get that changed. I want to see myself in a different way. So that's what's happening. And Winnie, you need to stop. I've just found her tearing to pieces her little licky mat. So gotta go throw this away. This little one is desperate to go outside, aren't you, baby? But it's chucking it down with rain. And she doesn't do very well in the rain. She doesn't like it, firstly. I'm not sure she realises it's raining, otherwise she wouldn't be wanting to go out. I don't think she realises it's raining, but also she gets so wet, and with this cute fur, if it gets wet, it gets all matted, and then we've got to sort it all out. So not yet, baby. We've got to wait for it to finish raining. Sorry. But Daddy's going to be home in 5 minutes. Apparently he's feeling better, by the way. But, yeah. Look at that little face. That's a face of, Mummy, please let me go out. Please. Please. Hey, Winnie, is Daddy coming? Look at her looking out the window. Winnie was coming! Wait for it. Wait till he comes in the gate. She'll run. She'll absolutely bolt to the back door. Winnie, who is it? Here we go. Ready? Finished my lessons, and Ryan's not feeling his best. I just passed him a pack of frozen peas and he's put them on his head. He's not.
This is a low.
This is a right low, putting that on YouTube.
I want to be one of those, but I wouldn't fit in the freezer.
I'm so glad you heard the end of that. I feel like I want to be one of those, but I wouldn't fit in the freezer. Apparently there was some video of like some dogs in a freezer. They were fine. So yeah, he's not feeling his best. He's feeling very hot because he had his jab yesterday, and I think this is all just side effects of it. You went to school though, didn't you? And you were a trooper.
I'm actually quite thankful because I know people have it a lot worse. So I'm thankful that it's just a headache and feeling like hot flushy all the time.
You're a little bit fluey, aren't you?
Yeah, that's kind of what it is, and that's what she said to expect, to be fair.
Yeah, so that's it. But we're going to sit, have some dinner and watch some Disney, I think. Good evening, everyone. It is 9:26. We are heading to bed. Ryan, obviously, as I said earlier, isn't feeling very well. We spent an evening having dinner, watching Disney vlogs, and hugging this little bear. She's in a playful mood, unfortunately, at 9:30. So yeah, we spent our time doing that, and now Ryan is like, I'm really tired. He was considering going to bed early again tonight, but he woke up at 5 this morning, so he was like, I don't really want to do that again. Might as well stay up an hour later, and then I can wake up on my normal time. So yeah, we're going to bed very shortly. I'll probably just like read or something in bed because I'm not going to bed at 9. My body physically won't let me. So yeah, he's just cleaning his teeth. I'm about to go do mine and put baby bear to bed. Not sure she'll be happy going to bed at 9 either. She'll be like, it's too early. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I will see you all again tomorrow at 6 PM for another vlog. Have a great day. Bye bye.